Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I'm just going to make sure everything's working correctly. There we go, we're live.
Excuse me.
Sorry, everyone. It happens. But,
I see no burger, man.
everyone ready?
It's in the Atlas Discord, dude.
All right,
Oh, okay.
let's go.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Game has begun. We started here with a simple fan out. No invasions, which is a shame. Zoom out. Game. Let me zoom out, please. There we go. Simple and clean. Rory
No,
is alone here. Maybe they can go for something.
not that cow skin, please.
Maybe I should zoom in so we can hear Alistar fucking bashing the thing loudly.
It's
I'll turn the
annoying.
sound and turn up the volume. I do know that people like hearing the game sounds.
Yep, truly what I was missing. The cowbell.
Because we some breakdancing mid, we do have a nice ward. One in river and one around red buff. In case of a late invade, but that's not happening.
Yeah, so as you said, both junglers are starting bot side. They're gonna path to top, and I suppose try to impact the top lane skill matchup. And I'm gonna look maybe for one of the junglers maybe skipping a camp to do an early gank maybe.
Ooh, Hecarim
Oh.
nearly lost his red buff there.
Yeah, thumbs up. He knows we're watching.
If I had to guess, I think Xin Zhao could. Oh, yes, he's not doing. Oh, he is doing it. Okay. Bit of
Yeah,
straight
I'm a bit of a
farming there.
noob with pathing, so I have no idea. But like, I think it would be a pretty advantageous for the Zenzao to try to see if he can get an early gank off. That could really swing the matchup in the Klet's favor.
Well, he certainly isn't ganking mid. Trading blows. Cannon will take a crap load of minion aggro, but the Electro Auxilium makes it an even trade. Well, Cannon doesn't really lose much out of anything because he has energy. So there's a bit low amount of his gank here. Mid, maybe? So he's staying far away from the bushes is going to be safe.
But he's
Oh,
also
going back
spotted
in?
by the pink ward, so this should not be a surprise. Like he doesn't, the Zillion doesn't even care.
Just stabs him, I guess.
So you can see the big value of also Yumi just being able to buy in very early pink ward.
Yeah.
Immediately just spots out that gank. So I think it's a little bit of a knowledge gap of not really knowing that there can be a pink ward in there. They could have looked at the inventory of the Yumi.
Yeah, maybe they didn't spot her, of course. That you know, she can hide deep in the jungle or even behind in a brush, and if you don't invade, you just won't see it.
Yeah. And luckily in time we do have Hecarim will take the Scuttlebug, is that what you call him? And,
Why is
we'll
he
just leave.
recalling though?
Because I think he saw that Kled warded. So he thought there's no sense.
Oh, right.
There's no sense in it. Irelia definitely did ping that Kled disappeared for a second, so he's like, okay, if they're warding, then there's no point. Zeri here, she's in a safe position. They know that since I've started bot side because of the Ezreal and Alistar came late to lane, so Zeri can feel pretty safe here. It's not likely that Sinsao is on bot side. He can drop a ward in the jungle and maybe help out their Hecarim taking another Scuttler. Meanwhile, Sinsao is gonna unpleasantly waste time in the jungle. Yeah.
I mean, let's see if they try to tower dive here.
Full HP Irelia?
Maybe. Doesn't Kled the aggro once? What is this month?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he should be able to do that. Yeah. So I think like if they both know the limits of their champions well, I think they can definitely do it.
That's some hard limit testing though.
Oh.
I mean, it depends. Like if they both
we
are
are
confident in their champion, then
we are talking about swinging the mango.
Yeah, exactly.
He'd take it.
So what I do like about both teams is they have really good deep vision. So red team has good deep vision from the top side, and blue team has really good deep vision from the bot side. So for example, the Xin Zhao here is spotted, which will mean that he probably will not be able to do anything bot lane, but they also will know where Xin is and what his timings will be on the map. But it looks like both junglers don't want to gank and they just want to farm, and I think that is really disadvantageous for the Xin Zhao.
Yeah, Hecarim is kind of pulling ahead with 10 CS above Xin Zhao. Xin Zhao did waste a lot of time trying to take a little bit of an invade, but that failed entirely.
So he's still pathing to top with this clear, so maybe he can make something happen with the next wave. What I personally also would like to suggest is if you have flash on Alistar, and he has Hex Flash, then just ask the jungler to come, blow your flash, and see whatever you can blow from their bot side. That will just put pressure on them. There's no reason, in my opinion, not to blow your flash here.
Well, he does have Hex Flash in his runes. It would have been safe to assume. Anyway, Zilean is coming in for maybe the first kill of the game. Will throw out a first-time bomb, and another one does not connect to the stun. Ezreal is still pretty safe. They go back on to Zilean. Does take some massive damage on half HP. Yui, however, like the parasite she is, will jump to a new host and heal him up. That's just time wasted mid. Kled will try to intercept Zilean here. Or won't. No, just putting some boards down.
I think it's a small, nice little rotate. Do something in your downtime.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if Hecarim was spotted, if Xin Zhao was spotted or not. He is now. Yeah, he definitely is spotted. So you can see that they start the Drake up immediately, and yeah, there's nothing red team can do about this. This is a free Drake for blue team.
Yeah, I think that rotation was just to get some priority, and that they thought it out, and so Xin Zhao went to invade, but nothing came of it, and they might go for a dive here. Xin Zhao looking around the corner, but he was spotted, so Aurelia knows what's up.
There's about 2 waves here. I think a dive is definitely possible. Oh, and Iran also used her shield right now, so the dive is more successful.
Whoa! First blood bot lane. What the heck? I didn't even see it. Okay, we have here Hecarim coming in onto blue buff Alistar.
Blue buff invade.
They do spot out everyone. Alistar will go in, get a massive knock-up damage onto the Hecarim, and Hecarim just blows up instantly from Ezreal. They're going in onto the Yumi's area, isn't there? Zilean comes back in, throws a time bomb out. Will he get another one? No, he won't. Flash away from Ezreal. Will make sure he's safe. Kennen will also leave just as fast as he came. Meanwhile, on the top lane, Aurelia gets a quick kill onto the Kled, and might get another kill onto Xin Zhao here, says, gets us done, and 2 Qs out.
Oh, doomed.
Aurelia playing Aurelia.
Oh, no. Yeah, this is exactly not what you want to have happen on the top side of the map. Because now the Kled will probably not be in the winning matchup anymore, and he's not going to have a lot of fun against Fed Aurelia.
Yeah.
So that's a small disaster. I think it might have also had to do with the fact that...
Oh, onto Zeri. Ultimate out. Whoa. Bam! Massive damage onto the Yumi. Just screw that cat as Zeri gets autoed down by Ezreal. Exhaust does come out. Ezreal gets really, really low. Quick save from the damage there. The heal from Alistar passive. Just barely keeping Ezreal alive. Hecarim coming in, ghosting in. Unstoppable with the ultimate and gets a shutdown onto him. Alistar will flash away and stay safe.
Okay.
Wow.
I think those last 2 fights from bot side were really well played by Alistar. In both cases, he actually interrupted Yumi, and she was attached to either Hecarim or Zeri.
So now here's a big question. Oh, sorry. You continue.
Yeah, I wanted to quickly go back to the point why topside lost. I think that Xin Zhao was level 5 when they tried to look for the 2v1. I think it would have been good if he also waited for level 6. Could have given that little bit of extra power in the fight there. But yeah, as mentioned, both sides of Ogopogo playing really well here, punishing the invade as well. And I think a small mistake from Leviathan was that they didn't really walk together. You really want to shove the lane together and then invade together. So you think you have a man advantage, but then your ADC is just pushing the lane and it's not there. And then he's too late when the fight already happened. Good stuff going on.
Yumi is just chilling on Hecarim right now, helping him get his clear. Don't know why he's leaving Zeri alone, but Zeri submissive and gankable.
I think it's looking dangerous, but as long as Alistar doesn't have ult up, they can't really dive. But once that's up, Yumi needs to come back into lane, otherwise it's pretty much free.
Yeah, Zillion was hovering, but isn't anymore. Alistar will get spotted out by the ward. Zillion would decide to stay at the same time. Top lane, they are taking this Herald. Might be a bit of a fight. Kennen does have his ulti up, and Slicing Maelstrom does have a high impact, but then again, so does Irelia, so you're just going to get your ass beat, you know?
I don't think they want to risk another topside fight and get Irelia ahead.
So this is a small mistake from the Xin Zhao. So you have an Alistar.
Okay, Zeri was going in with the knowledge that you almost didn't look in range. Time Bomb does go out, and Zillion gets a kill into Ezreal, but might get return kill. Does Alistar gets one. Will die to the Zeri, is doing his best to dodge out all of the auto attacks, but the slow will end up getting him kill.
You know, I don't think actually Zeri had the ult on her until like the very latest moment. Like you would have to scroll back and see.
Yeah, that's definitely a lot of trust in your teammates to flash in like that when I think she almost flashed out of Zillion's range. So he had to like also go in with her to make sure he can get the yeah, look, they flash at the same time. I think he had to flash into range to get her. Oh, okay, bot lane.
Yeah, I think Xin Zhao heard some drop or music, thought he could do something.
Oh, she did. Zeri did take a tower shot, and so just went after her. Jumped onto her, was able to just barely die. You know, 1-for-1 trade.
So quickly back to the Herald play. Yumi attached the Hecarim to help him at the Herald, basically securing the Herald for Leviathan because the Irelia is too fat to really contest that. And I think if you have the Alistar, the Xin Zhao's mistake was also being topside. They really had to 3/4 man run to bot side and punish the Zeri under the tower. That could have been an easy pick.
That. Alistar going in onto the Hecarim. Why is he doing this? He's headbutting him back. Hecarim is staying very alive. Alistar is just dying here.
I don't think they were on the same line here. You can see the hesitation from the cannon of not want to go in.
Yeah, no. I mean, Hecarim didn't take any damage there. No one was auto-attacking him. He was home free. We did see here a change in buys. You guys may have missed it. Ezreal on back did purchase Muramana, but undid that purchase to get some boots and a Essence Reaver.
I think that's the way to go. I actually forgot. Do you build Muramana first or second?
It's
I have no idea what it is.
I think they want to burst down the Zeri. So
they actually get the Drake, despite having the Alistar was actually dead when the Drake spawned.
Well, they made sure they had some wards around it, you know, just a couple wards.
Just a couple wards. Yeah, I mean, the Hecarim also decided to just path to top and really forget about the Drake. But I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Could have been played a little bit better, but giving up one Drake is not that big of a deal. Doesn't matter that much.
Hasn't been dropped yet, but might be dropped to your bot. They're preparing for a dive, I'm fairly certain. There is no wave there, but Hecarim is charging up. Does have ultimate ready. Will he ult onto the tower? No, he just drops down the Herald. Cannon spots out the Hecarim. No, he doesn't actually. His Hecarim gets some massive damage, and Cannon is getting really, really low here. Has to flash away, ult over the wall with Hecarim. Is he staying alive? No, he does not. Massive damage out onto the Alistar, and Ezreal. Ezreal's going to fall as well. Wow, this was a completely unpunished play.
Yeah, he called this a disaster.
This was kind of weirdly played.
Yeah, Hecarim, I mean, completely split them up. Kled ultimate actually failed! Hecarim's going to get out of there! Maybe dash in from Xin Zhao, but no, Yumi jumps onto the Hecarim. Hecarim is still alive. Kled going down low. It's dismounted from Skarl. Xin Zhao going back in. No, dies before he's able to kill Zeri. Kled is left alone and dies. This is a de facto ace.
Yeah, the play was basically already over. So for them, for the Xin Zhao and Kled trying to make a hero play after that, while they're both not really strong at the moment.
Okay.
Didn't
miss. Oh, it actually gets it onto Zeri. Zeri will go down. Gets a nice shutdown. Okay, so it's not completely lost, but a 5-for-1 isn't exactly what I'd call a profitable trade, you know. And Ezreal
you're right with the ultimate up, right?
Ezreal. Okay. They are going to collapse here onto Irelia, but she's level 11. How much good will that do? They get onto her. She will be pulled back. Damage comes in. Actually misses from Ezreal. He's able to hit his ultimate, but Kled isn't going to go any further. Zilean behind the corner to keep his teammates alive. That's 4 top with no discernible objective. It's not like they can get the tower. They're going to field Ken and bot just to farm in peace. He's got a bunch of CS, but no items. I think he's just sitting on their shit ton of gold for his rocket belt. Let me go to interface. I need to change to summoner name. I know people will shout at me if I don't put summoner name.
Oh, there he is, Smarkland 1.
Yeah, so I think Ogopogo needs to really play around their flash timers. So flash on Cannon is important, flash on Alistar is important, and as soon as they have those cooldowns, they should really just try to force something, because you're not gonna get a better opportunity in the game. If you are too passive, then the better scaling, more passive team will just outdo you in the long run. So if you have these champions, you need to be the one to making the plays when you do have the opportunity.
Oh, Smith tries to steal the Raptors from Hecarim. Oh, I should have nearly died. Oh, I drank my energy drink wrong. Nearly fucking.
What type of sip are you sipping?
Monster White Ultra.
Oh, yeah, this the real juice.
Alright, top lane, Hecarim gets a sweet kill, but another one mid. I don't think I have time to go back and watch that, as in the mid lane with big fight. Zin's out. I mean, he's hitting people, but not following up. He just casts his spells, then doesn't proceed to auto attack. Will the wind become lightning, or whatever the fuck that his W is called? He just slaps them, and then just does nothing. That they are inting this like big time. I would report him.
Isn't the white monster the boomer energy drink?
Yeah, exactly, it's a boomer juice.
Good shit.
It's real difficult. Hecarim is fat, and they have a Yumi. That's just the rest of you. It's incredibly hard to beat. Like, you usually just don't bounce back from that.
Yeah, plus like just the amount of scaling from the Zilean, Yumi, Hecarim, and the Zeri, I think will just overpower the enemy composition.
Yeah, just a fun strat, basically.
And so far, I've not been able to see Ogopogo make a really proactive play. Just some good punishment, some good reactive plays, but no proactive play. And yeah, they're simply not going to win the game being reactive this game. They have to be proactive. So I really want to see Cannon do something with that flash once it's up. Maybe next Drake, if they can't make it happen. Oh, Drake already spawned. So.
Yeah, Drake is up. You can see the objective timers on the right. Drake isn't long for this world, though. The Hecarim clear speed is pretty fast, especially with the Trinity Force. Will be contested here by Cannon.
Oh, the hero play doesn't work out.
Wow, yeah, that's just, wow, he's fucked. Okay, let's pretend that didn't happen. They will.
Okay, well, it's a good reaction play. Do something while the enemy team's on the other side of the map.
Yeah,
I don't think they can get it, actually.
Yeah, I think it's a bit too slow. Oh, I think
Leviathan knows. A bit slow. They will have to stop
yeah, they're collapsing
now.
from 2 sides. I think Cesar has the flash here.
He does indeed. That is depressing. Yeah, they don't have anyone here to contest the fight. They have all their ultimates up, but no, I mean, they're just toying them with each other. They're just not taking them. Okay, Ken will go out. Oh my god, dash flash in. Snap up. Fortunately, gets the Zilean ultimate, but Zilean will go down. The massive AoE damage. Geez. Holy shit, what was that? You'd think that fucking... does Leviathan have a fucking cannon on their team? What was that insane AoE? Was that just
they were winning until they weren't.
Yeah, I think Irelia ulti just got them, but the massive ulti from the Ezreal. The base damage is insane.
Big ult.
So they're not going down without a fight, but they're for sure going down.
Smickle, of course, is an experienced player, and it shows that he is trying his best to stay relevant and carry this game. But yeah, if someone is going to pop off, it might be Smickelen. So in Smickelen we
trust.
We trust right now, because Swing the Mango has lost his opportunity to carry. So yeah, let's put our eggs in Smickle's basket.
Normal
We'll see
password.
how long he lasts though, and Zillion boosted Hecarim instead of
Yeah, so that's the problem. Ezra has a really good 2-3 item mid-game power spike, but it almost feels like the enemy team is already in the late game. So hitting your power spike here on Ezreal, like, yeah, I mean, this is his moment to shine, but it feels a little bit too late. Like, the game already has snowballed
Outpaced
out
it.
of control for the enemy team.
Yeah, they definitely outpaced the power spikes as Xin Zhao is just going to die needlessly here. Went on a warding adventure that was going to cost him his life most likely, unless he can pull some shit out of his ass. He does not pull some shit out of his ass. In fact, they pulled something out of his ass.
Yeah, so at this stage of the game, when you don't have your outer towers, you're not allowed to get into the river. You need to put up defensive vision and just try to basically get the camps that spawn and hope that the enemy don't do those, and yeah, maybe try to contest objectives, but you don't want to randomly just hang around in a river to do anything.
Speaking of objectives, Baron, they can take care of it at a decent pace. They do know what's going on. I think that they have to try to at least contest this, or it's going to be game over
I
very
think
quickly.
Smick is going to try to ult it down, maybe throw a Q, but more than that isn't worth.
Right now it's 1v5. What can Smickle do? Gets flashed on.
Gets
Flashes out
flashed
of
on,
the
yeah.
Irelia ultimate. Very nice.
Okay.
I mean, Xin Zhao is up. Can he smite steal this?
Can the
Ultimate
smite
going
steal?
to Neslo?
No. Oh, they both missed. Irelia actually got it.
Oh,
Can you see
yeah.
how close it was?
Very
I
close.
can do that after this fight. Ultimate will come out. Well, Zeri will actually go down, but Kennen will go in response. Nice knockup from the Alistar, but he will get stunned, then rooted, then completely destroyed. I can go back and watch this
Ogopogo
one.
just
Actually,
going
this is
in
now
one by
going
one,
in.
and then
Ooh, the damage up to Smickland is massive. He doesn't have E up. He's just going to have to auto attack and see if he can survive. No, he does not survive. Zillion ultimate used on the Hecarim just in case, but yeah, they were going balls to the wall on that. That's an ace. We can go back and watch that in slow motion as the smite.
Yeah, this could have been a very good comeback for Ogopogo if they had
It
landed
was
this.
on
Very close.
984. So if he auto attacked one more time, then he probably would have gotten the smite.
yeah, it was I think literally on the same frame or something like that, same millisecond.
Yeah, it was absurd. Let's just speed this up a little bit. Past the point that he dies, and we're back to normal.
Yeah, I mean, how good is your life when you're the Hecarim in this game? Having Zillion to speed you up and give you an ultimate and everything that you need, and also a Yumi. Like, at that point, it's almost like you're, yeah, he's just a raid boss at this stage, right? Like, the game is about the Hecarim. He can do whatever he wants.
Especially with Conquerors and Death's Dances. Whew.
Oh, yeah, he's unkillable.
Spirit Visage, I think, yeah, the game is basically over. I think it's worthwhile to actually discuss what they could do better next game, what they should focus.
Well, not give Irelia a double kill. I think that's start one. Two is better, like, do more to fight the jungle. They knew they knew Zillion was gonna play safe, right? It was like a given. That's why they were waiting for Kennen against it. And so Xin Zhao hovering around mid lane to go for a gank that ultimately failed because A, he was under vision, and B, I don't think he would have. Even if they dove that, I don't think it would have succeeded anyway, and they can't stop this trade. Yikes.
No, not at all.
Yeah, Arjen Dark Skills is of course a pretty good player, so I mean, I was hoping that the Cannon would have been able to do a little bit more. Just, I think, a better champion in the mid-early game.
Yeah, I think the flex opportunity, there was some potential in there, but ultimately it's led into nothing, and then you're stuck with a cannon mid.
Yeah, they weren't able to make anything out of it. I think Zillion's roam potential is far greater than Kennen's. Well, no, I actually think Kennen's is better than Zillion's, but Kennen just didn't roam. You know?
I completely agree. I think Cannon is much stronger, especially with Flash and Ultimate up. Like, you will blow some shit up. And you have to go for that, basically. I'm not sure if he has enough pushing power to push out his lane, but yeah, he has to make something happen.
That's the problem. Like, Cannon cannot really outpush his alien.
He is balanced for the top lane where pushing is not allowed. Snappa does go in. Will he pay for it with his life? Flash comes in from the Xin Sao, but he may pay for it as a reinitiation from Snappa. Snappa will ult out. Does he get out of there, though? Because Liveless is jumping on him. Liveless actually gets down himself, and that is down for the Zeri. They're going to continue this push as Xin Zhao goes down. Double kill for the Zeri. Might get a triple kill here, though. All the CC does fail from the Zillion, but they're going to continue into this base. Javelin gets hit massively. They do trade the Aurelia for the cannon, but yeah, they don't really care. They're just going to take this mid tower and hit.
Yeah, exactly. They don't care. They can take the risk. It doesn't matter, right? Like they are so far ahead. I think it's good that they are this proactive. Don't give your enemy space to breathe. Don't let them get the opportunity to get a comeback. Like if they want, they can end the game here in this push. I think. Yeah.
I mean, they blew every single ultimate they had to kill an Aurelia who died to tower damage. I think that speaks for itself. The state of this game so far. I mean, this Zeri is building a Zeal, so not going for the Black Cleaver like he usually does third item. Just going to go for its Runons, right?
The Hurricane, right? Yeah. Definitely. I think although it got nerfed, apparently it's still good. I mean, I don't have much experience with Zeri, but I think both builds are fine. Like going Black Cleaver is fine, but I guess in this scenario, this game specifically, I don't think they're really looking for armor pen that much.
Yeah.
Especially given that they're so far ahead.
Yeah, I was thinking, there's not enough armor for Black Cleaver to be, useful. And it seems like Xin Zhao and Kled are fighting for farm. Kled is so out of it. Will he go in onto Irelia here, or will she get a double kill? Stun does go out onto Kled. Ultimate does come out, and Kled goes down. Xin Zhao is staying alive, but he's just going to get auto attack down. Q maybe goes out onto him, Q onto minion, Q onto him. 2 auto attacks, and he is dead.
Yeah, top side of Ogopogo is basically Paper Mario, like just 2 smacks here and there, and they're basically dead.
Yeah. Like a knife, hot knife through butter. Just slice, and you're dead.
Slice, everything nice.
Surrender route failed for the red team. Oh, one of them is very tilted.
Oh, really? Oh, so I'm not really sure, but from what I've heard, the Ogopogo jungler can be kind of tilty / toxic, so maybe that's what's going on. I'm not sure.
Well, he's a 1 in 9 now, so...
Well, let's hope not.
Okay, initiation here onto the cannon. Will get returned back with an initiation from Kled, but I mean, they're just not getting any kills here.
Mr. Snap was just chilling under the turret.
I
think he tanked like 10, 11 shots there.
Yeah, he's got the damage delay from the... I mean, Death Dance, Yumi, Spirit Visage, W, Conqueror. They don't care.
I think the tower shot's healing, no?
Might as well. That's game 1 wrapped up.
Yeah, I think at the start, like, both teams had some good plays, and it looked like it could go either way, but once it snowballed out of control for Leviathan, there was, like, no way to come back anymore for Ogopogo.
There was a point in time where I was going to ask, because it was when I really got 2 kills and Ezra got 2 kills, who benefits more from getting these 2 early kills, but, well, it's booked for itself. As we jump into game 2. Balance this out. Put our music back on.
Do you guys think that... Yeah. Do you think any champions that are picked in this game are gonna get banned in the second game?
Hecarim.
Or they can pick it themselves. I'm not sure if the Ogopogo jungler plays it.
Neither mind. That's what I was just saying. For safety, I'd ban it. I'd shit my pants and ban it.
It's just annoying to deal with. I think we also ban it often.
Yeah, because like every jungler and their mother plays Hecarim for some reason. And it's just boring to play against. Like, yeah, I mean, it's just a solid option that, you know, once the Hecarim gets going, it's difficult to stop the Hecarim.
I mean, it's a champ that's never really useless because his ultimate is always going to be useful, right? He's always going to have CC.
Pretty much, yeah.
He's always going to have engage. It's like what's a comparable champ?
It's like a Nunu.
Yeah, like Nunu or like
you can just run in and get stuff done. Even when you're behind, you can always just roll in.
Yeah, once you press your buttons, living is optional. Even if you're behind, as long as you get the CC off and you're able to disrupt the fight a little bit, you can die knowing that you did your job, you know?
That being said, though, I did really like the draft from Leviathan. I think just picking an identity and playing around that with the Hecarim, yeah, it was nice to see. Like, they really had a good sense of what they wanted to do. Ogopogo's draft, in my opinion, I also really liked it. I also really liked the flex pick from the cannon, but I feel like they couldn't really execute on what they needed to do in order to get a lead or win the game. So although the draft was nice, I feel like the execution failed a little bit.
I agree. It did come down to that early game jungle execution. Hecarim really benefits.
Exactly. Yeah.
His first clear is blindingly fast in his clear. I think he leveled, he did 2 points in Q, 1 point in W, just for the even faster clear. He wasn't planning to fight early. So he didn't find any gank opportunities. Ganking the Kled can be a bit difficult because he has dashes and he has dismount. And he couldn't gank mid because, I mean, cannon enters evasion stance and zooms away. And at the same time, Xin Zhao, his clear is a bit slower, but he has the early game fights. He's very, very powerful in early game fights, but wasn't able to score any. Looking at mid lane, impossible to gank them. Zeri, I mean, she's fun, fair, balanced champ who can jump over an entire wall. So
yeah, I think two other big mistakes that they could fix is the 2v2, or I should say 2v1 fight where they gave earlier a double kill. That was a very big mistake, so I'm not sure what happened there with the communication. And also when the Yuumi went on the Hecarim to go for the hero play, I feel like they should have 3 or 4 men the bot side have dived that. They tried to dive it, but it ended up being a 2v2 with the Zillion, so you're not going to be able to kill anyone in that scenario. Had they had 3 or 4 people there, they could have made a really big play, counter play at the bot side. So I feel like those indeed were the 3 biggest mistakes in the game that basically ended up snowballing the game for the opposite team.
Yeah, just I won't say wasting time, but not efficiently losing your time, man. I just realized again my microphone was once again on my fucking laptop mic, so this VOD's gonna be dog shit.
not your day today, is it, my friend?
No, I mean it's changing, like it's going back to default for some fucking reason.
Yeah, I think the SSC needs to invest in like a studio for casting. Well, I'm not sure if Zephyr has a budget left for this, but I mean, the money has to go somewhere, right? We still don't have a dedicated training space, so might as well buy a studio.
Boro budget.
Bro, it's never the issue, don't worry, I see.
I need to open these my sound options. Recording. This should be set default device. Why isn't it?
Maybe just literally turn it off, like in the device settings.
Just set it on fire, man.
Can you turn
so
off
you're absolutely sure that it's...
Yeah, so... Basically, wait. So basically you go to sound settings.
Yeah.
This is Kazik Tech support right here.
No, wait, sorry. It's not sound set.
Yeah,
or is it?
Just disable. Got it.
Yeah. Sound settings, then manage sound devices, and then you find your shitty ass mic and you turn the shit off.
Yeah, now we're on the good mic. I'm sorry, everybody. This should sound much better. I don't know when it switched to the other microphone, but we're back to this one. Okay, Smicken is back. They are going to draft again. Then I have draft link.
No.
please. I think it's the spectator link. I hope it is. Or I will be drafting for Leviathan. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Alright.
might make the game more fair. I think you should do that. I think we should draft for them.
Here we go. In the beginnings, we have actually the identical bans to how they were. Apparently, Vigar and Kane are more terrifying than Hecarim, but the Yuumi ban does come out. Okay, so that's the problem that they saw, and Leviathan did ban the Hecarim themselves. So there is no first pick for Hecarim for Ogopogo.
I think you pick Zeri here, or maybe Smicker doesn't play Zeri.
Picks the Jinx and the Aphelios. Thresh does come out. Aphelios Thresh, very, very good combo.
Yeah.
Solid draft so far. They can opt for a Lul here, but they can also go like for a Braum. Braum wouldn't be bad here. Being able to block a lot of Aphelios' AoE damage and generally preventing the all-in. I think Braum would be a solid option here, just to keep the Jinx safe.
Indeed. There we go. That should be nicer. They do pick that Kennen. Again, I suppose.
Yeah, not happy with that, because you already showed that you can flex it, and it didn't really work out even that well last game. So
Yeah.
I feel like Leviathan is not going to care about this kind of pick whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, they could just pick the Aurelia again and then force Kennen back into the mid lane. And then make a more favorable matchup against Kennen. Tariq! They're hovering the Tariq. Are they going to pick it? Tariq is picked.
I've never heard someone say Tariq.
Well, I say it for the Tariq is picked, you know? The rhyming.
Yeah.
If I could say
Oh
it how
yeah,
it
Rap
sounds like
God is right here.
in my home language, it's Tariq. So they got a Tariq.
Tariq.
Yeah.
What's your home language?
Bosnian. Actually, one of my friends' older brother, his name was Tadic, and then he had a name change into like something fucking dumb like John. Anyway, they picked the Gwen. Could be jungle, could be top lane. Against Kennen, I think Gwen's pretty strong.
Yeah, I think obviously Cannon will harass her a little bit, but as the game carries on, I think Gwen just wins out in the split push.
Becomes immune, yeah.
Also, the nice thing is that they can like ban out a few counter picks of Gwen. I'm not quite sure, but I think like Kled is quite good against Gwen, maybe.
I don't know. I whenever I play against Gwen, I typically dodge. So.
For what I've heard, Gwen has a pretty weak early game.
It is true. That is true.
So I mean, yeah, you can try to put the Gwen behind, but it kind of depends on what Sven and Mango wants to play here.
Well, if it feels spicy, you can play the Singed, because apparently Gwen has a 38% win rate against Singed.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I suppose because
I
he just runs into her thing and he throws her out of her Harrowed Mist.
I'm not sure. I don't think Gwen can interact with Singed. That's the thing.
He just runs away.
Yeah, I feel like also for Gwen, you want to really hit all your damage, and if the Singe is just running around the whole time, it's actually difficult to hit your damage, I think, on the Singe.
That too. Anyhow, Leviathan banning 2 strong junglers.
Yeah, they're not concerned with this mid
I
lane.
respect them.
That's what this is showing me. They're not concerned about the mid lane. I mean, this turret could be jungle, this turret could be top, this turret could be support. It'd be funny if it was like jungle or something.
I mean, I've seen top lane Tarek.
Yeah, with like a glacial augment.
Like some shit.
Also
I'm
true
sure he
jungle.
can win that matchup early against Gwen, so.
It's definitely not jungle.
I'm actually wondering what Ogopogo wants to draft for the jungle right now. I'm not really sure what the jungle plays.
feel like something
Hard engage.
that wants to kind of go in with the Taric ultimate would be nice.
So some kind of hard engage with dive. Soraka does come out. This is a Soraka mid. We've seen this played in LCK.
Oh god, that's horrible.
Faker says it's
This
really
doesn't
strong,
sound fun.
so it must be great. It is safe against Kennen though, so makes sense. Actually, I think it's maybe even good against him. Ooh,
I'm not
I
sure
don't know.
about good.
I think it can still be flexed to top if they want to.
Okay, they pick a Lilia jungle. They are loading. Oh my god, they're seeing Ghost Cleanse angle. Start praying.
They shouldn't do this. Yeah, this is not the way to go.
They have no hard engage. What the fuck is this shit?
I mean, Lilia can kind of hard engage, but
Okay,
Obviously,
let's
yeah.
show the Aatrox.
Generally, you don't really want an AP mid laner or top laner if you have Lilia. It's not the worst, but it's also not great.
Pull out the Aatrox. Decent against Gwen? I think so, right?
Yeah, I really like the Aatrox pick.
let's see.
I think that's what they need. Is just a little bit more power. Ooh, and it does
Gwen
get
jungle.
flexed. And the Fiora is, yeah, that doesn't sound fun for Aatrox. I
Not
think
at
that's
all.
a terrible matchup.
Yeah, it is.
I want to see Aatrox jungle with full crit. That's what I want.
At this point, you might as well.
I mean,
'Cause this
have
this
you-
matchup is unplayable,
is
especially in
this?
this meta. I don't see how the Aatrox is going to.
They dropped a link. This is a link brought to you by.
Time for a prayer. Everyone, get your praise ready in the
This
chat.
is-
Our Father, who art in
I will
Ivern,
dominate.
hallowed be
Yes.
thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in Runeterra. Give us this day our daily win,
This is brought to you
and
by.
forgive us our draft blunders, as we forgive those who draft sin against us. And lead us not into mental illness, but deliver us from Renekton.
What the fuck is this shit?
Amen.
All right, so it seems like this is a Hail Mary. They're not expecting to win this, but it would be cool. We're back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for that inconvenience. We are back though. Like nothing ever changed. Okay, time controls. Press play. Alright. Here we go. We are back in the game. This is game 2 of this best of 3, ladies and gentlemen. We have Zephyr Leviathan in the lead, 1-0 in their favor. The stream is back online for everyone. More VODs, absolutely. We're making a comms job harder for him, making him intentionally go through every VOD and editing them together so they stick. I have to turn off the music. There we go. Looks like we have no lane swaps planned.
Maybe late lane swap. But I think it would be a big mistake not to lane swap.
Well, we saw what happened last game. Doesn't seem to be above Ogopogo.
Maybe Swinging Mongo is super confident in his Aatrox. Has played this matchup 100 times.
I
And
haven't
is
ever
going to
seen
beat
it.
down the
Maybe-
Fiora.
Maybe he just never presses Q.
Yeah, I mean, he could legit just go crit build and then just, yeah, not level Q.
Yeah, just an Emax build, so he has to sustain in lane. Mr. Snappa is going to get started, and Lilia's going to get started too. I mean, Lilia's clear is much faster than Gwen's is, of course. In the mid lane, we have an early CS lead. I mean, not really, because all the minions are still alive for Dark Skills. But Lyansky is chilling, but we have, I mean, an early fight here. Jesus, we see the Aatrox Fiora matchup in full swing. He's brought to half HP at level 1 with no summoners used. because
Yeah, Fiora level 1 can be really, really mean. You have to be careful of that.
This is suffering. I mean, he needs to give up farm basically, play like an assassin.
yeah.
You know, where you just kind of drop level 1, 2, maybe even 3, get your levels, get your skills, and then maybe see if you can get something done.
Plus the Fiora also has Ignite, so I feel like you just never win the 1v1.
Yeah. Okay,
No.
what the hell is happening here? Why is Gwen jungling faster than Lilia? This isn't meant to happen.
Maybe has to do with the fact that Lilia doesn't know her pathing and is not pathing correctly. You have to, of course, keep your passive stacks up, and you should also double camp, for example, right here. I mean, maybe we can see if she is actually doing that.
No.
Grumpus, so I think it's simply because he doesn't know how to clear on Lilia. It's a bit more advanced.
Yeah, it might be that they picked Lilia out of necessity and not exactly out of experience. But they look like they might go for a dive here, or Gwen's going to look to perhaps invade into Lilia's jungle. It would be devastating for Lilia right now. Instead, we'll go over here for the scuttle. Lilia will get some hits on. What the shit?
Big hit. Big hit.
Big damage, but Gwen will be able to escape just fine. We'll concede this. What the hell happened to Kled? Okay, the damage coming in from Soraka, pretty dangerous. In the bot lane, we have here a massive wave stacked up. Here, they might dive this.
There's no way they dive this.
Root?
As I say that, maybe no.
Yeah.
There's no way you can dive this early, especially against a Taric. Like the Taric is beefy enough to survive.
Yeah, I think just bad coordination with positioning. The Gravitum root did come out, but Human Decoy was not in place to throw out a hook to keep him stunned. So they couldn't change the CC. Meanwhile, here in the mid lane, there was a gank attempt from the Lilia. It was, however, spotted out early. So I don't mind. Lilia playing Metal Gear Solid here in the bushes.
So I feel like last game the Zenzal was not being proactive enough, and here like I think the Lilia should just farm. Just farm to 6. Like you don't have to force a gank.
Yeah, I mean she's wasting so much time here, and the XP. I mean, Fiora does a crap load when she gets 6, and she's going to get 6 a lot faster than Aatrox ever will. They might go in for something here. Dash used from Fiora, but I think she smells something fishy. Yeah, she definitely sees something is not up. Aatrox stepping up way too confident against the Fiora. It's like, I just killed this guy. I almost killed this guy at fucking level 1. Why the hell is he staying so confident?
Well, I mean, it's boy. You know, sometimes he grows chest hair and then goes in.
Well, he did not. Sometimes, unfortunately, did not apply in that situation. We have, surprisingly, Soraka in the lead with CS here. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why they're playing this in LCK. It's proving to be incredibly strong. They did try to look for Gwen. They did figure out that Gwen is not bot side. The camps are down. So perhaps they might be looking for some sort of engagement top. I mean, Lilia is clearing towards top side, but Gwen did just ping now that she's going to bot side. They will spot her out if they try to go for Drake or some kind of gank here. Yeah.
Yeah, as expected, not much going on because I mean, there's just no setup for
What the heck
any lane basically.
Right. Kennen went in, flash ignited, however, missed with his ultimate.
Oh.
Unfortunately, Soraka heal. Yeah, wasn't able to get all the slicing Maelstrom stacks onto Soraka, but that is Soraka are down, so their team is vulnerable, and there is no sudden bullshit healing coming from nowhere.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's a very good play. Also, Soraka has no flash, so maybe she's a little bit more vulnerable. I think as soon as Kennen has ult again, he can just E in ultimate, maybe CC, and then hopefully have the Lilia there as well to let it E ult or something, and then they can actually try and punish the Soraka here. So I think trading Sunrise here is very good for the Kennen,
Yeah,
because he is finally being proactive.
Not only that, but Slicing Maelstrom's cooldown is far, far shorter than Wish. That is, Kennen ult is far lower cooldown than Soraka ult, I think by about 20 seconds. So within those 20 seconds, a lot can happen.
Well, I mean, 20 seconds isn't much. Isn't like 5% reduced if Soraka has that mastery?
What mastery?
The one which you got from the utility tree. Cosmic Insight, I think it's called.
Yeah,
That's for summoner
that's 20
spells.
seconds. This is 139. This is 113. That's
Okay.
about 20 seconds. 26 seconds, actually.
The red tree only gives you ultimate cooldown reduction.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ultimate Hunter on kill. Cosmic Insight gives you 12 item haste and ability haste. Not a... Okay, what the fuck was that? That was a complete inch. He just ran into the enemy team. There was no one else to follow up, and that was just a free kill on Dragon for Leviathan. Oh, can someone check PayPal here?
I think Lilia was smelling the dragon, like, oh,
What?
do I smell the
fuck
free
is
dragon
that?
here? And then, oh no, it's not a
Look at
free
this.
dragon. I just die.
Yeah, I mean, they have vision over just one person. But she saw them, but she continued to go in, really greedy for this kill.
Right,
the hell
also, I
happened there?
just realized she has Ghost. I'm not sure about that.
It's a highly questionable play, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, they could have just run out. Like you see everyone coming in, you just press Ghost and run the opposite direction. That is not good at all. In fact, you just screwed over your I mean, the only silver lining I can think of is that Thresh got it.
I think that's the best case scenario out of the worst case situation.
True.
Lilia
Also, I would
pretty
like
much
to
used
call
Ghost.
in Potat for his opinion on Ghost on Lilia.
Okay, we have an initiation here. Some damage onto the Jinx. Hook will go out onto Legolas. They don't have ultimate from Tadic here, so he won't be able to do much. Fortunately, his stun will stop them from initiating any further. Legolas is low, but will have ultimate soon after this wave.
So Potat says gotta go fast. I think he means gotta go fast to the next game, which isn't there. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not sure.
Speed running FF.
Speedrunning F. It's the Tyler 1 special right here,
Okay,
level
a
1.
root does go out
Missing
onto the
the
Thresh. He
movies.
is hit. Unfortunately, the stun doesn't follow, doesn't go through. Yikes. Okay, here in the top lane, however, we do have an initiation onto Fiora. Fiora will flash and dash away. Will get slowed down by the Seed, and will get pulled over by the Aatrox. Whoop. Okay, Aatrox misses his cues, but does get the kill in the end. That's
No.
good.
He was not missing, he was baiting the riposte.
Absolutely, I agree 100%.
Which might have been on cooldown, but hey, we didn't see it. We didn't catch it in time.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he was baiting.
Yeah, I mean, Fiora got pulled back in. If she gets pulled back in, you know that she doesn't have riposte. Oh, the root does go out onto Kennen. Kennen will get a stun here, but there is Ghost used by the Gwen. She'll get stunned up and ignited. Big damage here onto the Gwen, but Gwen won't go down. Only Kennen. And looks like snip. Let's cut off some pieces of goat and save it for later. Lilia goes down too. The Butcher.
Yeah, I'm sure Fiora was 5 head and didn't use the riposte on the pullback.
Okay,
Just
maybe
to
this is what
pretend
we
like
want.
she
It's a
didn't
flash
have-
for flash. Smicken maybe goes in, does have as the extra range. Gets pulled back, ignited. That's another kill for Thresh.
Yeah, this is the classic. This happens to every ADC. You press the cleanse and you're like, oh, I have cleanse. I don't have heal. Shit, and then you're just dead. Yeah, I could see it there. I could see it there 100%.
We
It
do
happens.
have
It
chat
happens.
enabled, so if we see anything in chat, you'll see it too, guys.
Yeah, very painful. But yeah, now I mean, yeah, the Fiora still does have an item advantage right now. I mean, I want to say they're going kind of even, but it's not the case.
Riposte onto Aatrox. Unfortunately, oh, I was about to say doesn't get the vitals, but just procs it on the way out. Cannon is, you know, is he ahead in gold? No. Yeah, just barely. 200 gold ahead of the Soraka. Soraka did get 2 assists, you know, with the use of her heal.
The issue here is though that Soraka doesn't even care that much about gold. Like she will be useful either way. I think she is more reliant on EXP. She just wants the levels so she can get to her level 2 ultimate fast and basically level her abilities fast. I think that makes a champion strong, and yeah, I think after 1 or 2 items, like the 3rd, 4th item won't matter that much. So you don't care that much about the gold.
We had here a little case of Metal Gear Solid back from Lilia, but she was warded. Now Human Decoy is dabbing on the Lilia. Lilia now maybe noticing that, oh, they saw me, huh?
Yeah, the Soraka actually going for the roam, ready to intercept when something happens.
Or I think maybe baiting the room. No. Okay, they do spot out that Soraka isn't really doing much. Fear hiding in this bush. Gwen is back. Does have the Nash's Tooth and 4 stacks on Darkseal.
Yeah, so
nasty.
I think.
Oh, will we see a kill here? Ultimate used out from the Aatrox. He does go very, very fast. Does he dash over this wall? He does. He hits the blast.
Nice.
That looks pretty funny.
Yeah, so this is one of the issues. So you do pick up the kill on the Aatrox, but I feel like you're never going to win this matchup. Even if he gets 2 kills or 3 kills, like the Fiora is not going to lose this matchup as long as she doesn't get completely fucked or something. So I feel like it's pretty meaningless. Maybe it would have been better if Lilia had that kill. Speaking about that, I feel like the Lilia, for a champion that is supposed to farm a lot, is super far behind.
Yeah. Well, she did int that one time.
I was expecting her to press Ghost and run into the dragon again, but I guess she couldn't smell the dragon this time.
No. You see, the problem with that play was she had Ghost and she didn't have Cleanse as well. Oh, they do get some nice damage here onto the Aphelios. Ultimate will come
just
from
run,
Tariq,
just run.
but
You have
completely
availability.
wasted. They're just gonna wait it out.
Oh,
It goes out.
Oh,
I swear to God, man, JFA LOL is Aphelios, it just does more damage.
Well,
very nice play. That looked really solid.
I think that was a complete accident from Tariq pressing that ult button. I mean, they weren't initiating. They weren't going any further. They had the ultimate available. They just weren't running after the Aphelios there. It was a complete waste.
I mean, in my opinion, you pressed it, okay, then just at least run after them and try to do a little bit of damage
I
while they
agree.
cannot trade back, right? But then
But
they just completely
that
get
didn't happen.
outplayed.
Okay, speaking of outplay, Hex Gates, being very fair and balanced, will go into the enemy jungle. They will feel some resistance then as Lilia goes in. Drowsy knocked onto them, sleep. Look at the stun, oh my god. Was able to stun them right before the sleep, so the Maelstrom didn't actually wake them up. Oh. Skills
my
barely
God.
survives. Sweet
Oh
Mango
my
might
god.
You know, I think the fight would
Oh.
perfect, except they didn't focus the same person.
Yeah, no, they split up their aggro.
Like-
And Dark Seals barely makes it out.
I feel like if the Lilia maybe had just a little bit more gold, had a mythic, or if they were just a little bit more ahead, they could have swept that fight.
Absolutely.
They were
Very
so
unfortunate.
close. Yeah, I just mythic dip in my opinion. Like the jungler doesn't have an item yet, Cannon doesn't have an item yet.
What is this item that Aatrox is
So
building?
painful. Also, I lost the bet. Like this Hillbreaker first. You guys were right.
Yeah,
Damn straight.
it's just
Yeah, I
it's super
didn't
free.
PayPal enough apparently.
Gwen doesn't need to go anywhere. Like, she doesn't need to go top. She's just fine and dandy going fuck off. Like, fucking off into another lane. Staying in jungle the whole time. They don't need to be top. So, Fiora can get the best use of this. I mean, she was probably going into the matchup expecting she's going to get a couple kills, but, okay, well, he's dead. And in the bot lane, sorry, mid lane, let's reverse time here a little bit. Cannon
Yeah, feed those 2 items. He's hungry. Not sure what's gonna happen here. Saw the
Force
ball
in.
from Sniper. Pew.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean basically saw the jungler, didn't care. It's like this is my lane now. Get out of here.
Yeah, Yeah, 40% crit collector, no joke.
Now, Aphelios is a very scary champion still, if played correctly, and yeah, yours showing that he's definitely capable in playing Aphelios.
Yeah, very
And
much.
yeah, I mean, they can carry the game from 4 different angles at this stage. And I feel like this game, Ogopogo doesn't really have a win con. Like, the Smickler Ezreal is not in this game, so I'm not really sure. Like, I feel like the Jinx is going to be behind in tempo all game, and he's not going to get the opportunity to
Yeah.
do anything this game.
Yeah, well, what you're saying there is they did have a win con. They just didn't have any alternative win cons in case the Jinx didn't get ahead.
Yeah, I feel like the Lelia could maybe also have had more tempo on the Gwen, but that's also not happening. So she's behind.
What
I feel
am
like
fucking
everyone is
looking at?
basically behind.
Okay, I think Lilia's just trolling, no?
Well, I mean, what did we just witness? I missed it maybe.
It's not what you witness, it's what you didn't witness. She still hasn't purchased a mythic. She has nearly 5k gold, just has boots and 2 item components. Doesn't, like, what?
Yeah,
back
I
to did buy
feel
mythic.
she wants to buy Ludens. I think no, or
No,
Abyssal.
that's,
But I think it's an expensive upgrade, right? Like it costs like nearly 1k gold.
the Leandries.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't
but
that?
on back she purchased a book and boots.
Wait a minute. A book and boots.
Like, if you
Oh,
look
so
at
she. Oh, okay, right. Yeah, so she's valuing the boots upgrade over the mythic.
apparently.
Yeah, that's painful.
That's very troll. She should have. I mean, she is 5k gold. That is enough for mythic item.
Is it? Doesn't?
Leandries
Yeah,
is
it's 1050. Yeah, if you have all components.
Yeah. And this is their 3rd Drake, completely free. Oh, okay. Well, human decoy.
Okay.
Being
Yeah.
a good
Yeah.
human decoy.
Prepared for everything, very nice. I mean, even when you're so far ahead, sometimes you just forget to play the game actually. But Human Deco showing that he's still in the game, he's paying attention. It's not going to get the
I
dragon.
mean, you get burnt once, and then you never forget it. You know,
I forget it every 3 weeks, man. Sadly.
Okay, Mr. Snapper. Just waiting for Soraka to kill with auto attacks was so painful in that blue buff. Took him too long. Leandries finally purchased from Lilia. But at this point, does it even matter? I mean, Kennen doesn't even have a mythic. Instead of purchasing the rocket belt, decided to upgrade boots and to get the grievous wounds, Oblivion orb. But you're playing against a Soraka, so what the fuck's the point?
So I think I want to report Mr. Snapper here for typing in the chat.
What did he write?
Definitely stream sniping. He said full clear into full clear. Not sure what he's doing, but I guess this guy can multitask right now, having the game of his life.
I mean,
He's
in
unlocked.
fairness, it is 3 minutes. We are 3 minutes behind them. So at this point, for all we know, they could have FF'd.
Yeah,
enjoy-
but that would then be spoilers, right? So I mean, you're not supposed to
would be.
type in the chat if you won the game. So, but it's
All we
very
know is
good
Mr.
point.
Snappa's running in with scissors open, just slicing the shit out of this Lilia. It might get punished for it though. Not gonna get it punished for it. Is saved by Soraka heals.
I feel like if Slice and Dice wouldn't have existed on Renekton, like it would have been an ability name for Gwen.
Maybe. Margo did a good job of clearing this wave. Liveless takes some hits. Luckily, I mean, Jinx is getting some free farm alone for whatever the fuck that's worth. But at the same time, so is Fiora, and your mid turret is gone. Mango might actually just die here from sniper shots. Death skills is low. Objective bounty is claimed, guys. Okay, it's back in winnable.
Come back. Yeah, maybe snip and drip.
Oh my god. Okay, wow. Cannon just got completely blown the fuck up. And Sharbakov is also going to pay with his life as the second hit from Fiora E does crit. Meaning you take bonus damage. Lilia purchased a stopwatch. Might have been useful when you dove into Drake earlier. TL Ninja goes in. Fiora Gaming riposts. Actually misses the time of the riposte, but... Ooh, Tariq Ultimate doesn't save you if you're dead. It comes out, but they can't do much with it. They're just going to have to wave clear for their life as...
Looks like they're heading towards the Baron.
Yes.
And yeah, I think after the Baron, they can probably end the game with one good push. Like, they're so far ahead right now. But if I had to guess, they're just going to play 4-1, have the Fiora split push, and then just break open the base from two angles and probably end from there. I feel like Ogopogo will not be able to really do anything at this stage in the game. They simply lack the... If they engage, they're basically dead. If they don't engage, they're dead. Like, at this stage in the game, it's very, very difficult to come back. I'm just gonna hope that...
Oh my god, the wolves reset!
I mean, what else can go wrong, right? So, I just hope that they're not gonna go for Soul. I hope they actually will just push the lanes and try to end. Please don't do a Zephyr Outlaws and make it a 50-minute game. It's not necessary.
I mean... It's up to them. It's I don't like talking as if this game is already done, but it's very difficult for me to think of ways that it's not done.
Oh yeah, this one is done. You know, I'm an honest guy. I just say how it is.
Let's say that they're facing insurmountable odds.
Yeah.
I feel like if they had Faker in their team, they would still lose.
And that's a stun and try to re-engage here coming in from Big oh my god, big damage I didn't actually expect, but the ultimate comes out from Aphelios!
Oh, 500 years is online! Or no, it's 200 years. 200 years is online! Oh no.
And I think we found out why Snappa was typing in chat.
So, I mean, this is what I mean, right? Like, that engage is pretty good. It's not bad, but you're so far behind that it just doesn't matter. And then it just, you know, you can't do anything anymore in this game. And that's the sad part.
You didn't kill the prime objective target, which was the Aphelios. You weren't able to do anything in the early game. In the late game, it is a lost game if you don't do anything in the early game. And it's just, it's a book that wrote itself.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna say 200 years. That's the only reason they won.
200 years. I want to go back in time just to make sure I saw what I saw. Right? That I wasn't tripping.
The classic Aphelios ultimate into
Big nuts.
everyone dead.
Oh, well, let's put the time controls on. Oh, look at this big list of things. As we see here, let's watch it in slow motion. Aphelios gets stunned up, flashes away. They do get the ignite. They kill the Soraka, but then Aphelios.
Boom! Valentine present. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. Exploding all over the ladies. Aphelios knows what to do on Valentine's.